Worst mistake of my life, man.
Why would you say that?
Worst thing I ever did was took that deal with you.
And you had Chris Lighty around at that time?
Rest in peace.
Worst mistake of my life, man. Why do you think that taking that contract with you and having Chris Lighty around at that time was the worst thing I ever did? Chris Lighty, may you rest in peace. Rapper PAPOOSE, well known in the R&B business, and once thought to be the next big thing in New York's rap scene, shocked his fans and the RAP community when he abruptly announced that he was leaving the music business. His fans were shocked and left in shock. A desperate attempting to unravel the mysteries surrounding his abrupt departure, I don't think you're retiring. That's not feasible, and you're back. Remy doesn't think you're retiring correctly. She doesn't think so. Camille Mackey, better known musically, as although many people equate the phrase blackballed with stereotypes. PAPOOSE was born on March 5, 1978. Although PAPOOSE's experience was unique, his tale is a classic example of being the right artist in the wrong situation, despite being at the wrong place at the wrong time. No, I'm done, bro. Why are you done? Be honest when taking the big picture. The best way I can put it is that it almost seems contradictory to be a true fan of rap as it was originally intended, and not know who the artist is, or to declare that you have a profound respect for hip-hop in its purest form. Although PAPOOSE's journey has been characterized by particular difficulties and setbacks, his influence in the genre is undeniable. During an interview, he said there was a lot of DJs who felt like that when I met Slay. I was thinking everything that I saw in the industry was real. Eventually, we started putting hands on guys. And I made it worse. PAPOOSE's career tragically met its decline, as he staunchly asserted that his name deserved to be uttered alongside the greatest in the world of rap. When confronted with questions about his status among the top MCs in the game during interviews, he often felt slighted by such comparisons. Moreover, he observed a frustrating trend, where the goalposts were constantly shifting, particularly in discussions, compared comping record sales to the actual ability to craft and deliver powerful rhymes. This inconsistency and evaluating success seemed to compound his struggle to attain the recognition he believed he deserved in the rap world. When I was just, on my path of working, so much being consistent, I just noticed that a lot of people was embracing it. So I said this is the best. In the late 90s, he seemed poised to become the next big rapper out of New York City, and he was tantalizingly close to achieving that status. He is most renowned for his close association with DJ K, Slay his mixtape classics, and his unapologetic stance against all forms of injustice, which was a central theme in many of his tracks. He not only had the right appearance for the era, but also hailed from the epicenter of hip-hop, a place that had produced some of the greatest MCs of all time. So what prevented him from attaining the same level of success as other artists always wanted to work with? Know what I'm saying? And I reached out to Timlin, and he hit me back quick. Wow, started sending me. I asked for one joint. He started is sending me numerous. Joe, if you were to ask him, he'd tell you that there were few who could truly rival his own skills. PAPOOSE is not just one of the many artists who fully comprehend what it means to be blacklisted from the rap game, but he also had to endure the criticisms and obstacles so that the aspiring MCs who came after him could witness and comprehend a fundamental misconception about the rap industry and the transformation of hip-hop music itself. He said the industry format and the industry way of releasing music, it did not work for me at all. So I said to myself, I'm going to create my own format and my own pattern and my own way of releasing music. I'm going to drop an album every month. Everybody told me don't do it. But guess what? It was the best I ever did in my life. Becoming a successful rapper or blowing up in the industry isn't solely about showcasing your lyrical prowess with an extensive vocabulary, whether it's innovative or not. Over time, hip-hop has predominantly shifted its focus towards how well your songs or albums perform in terms of sales and pop popularity. That's just the way it is when you manage to sell a significant amount of your music. you're automatically perceived as one of the best in the game. Conversely, when you don't achieve those sales figures, there's always an assumption that there must be a specific reason for your perceived shortcomings, and the blame tends to fall squarely on your shoulders. But once I got into the game, it got a little different eventually. And I kind of lost I lost the vibe of feeling that love. This is the story of PAPOOSE's journey in the world of rap, an artist who is consistently underappreciated, frequently overlooked, and regrettably blackballed from the industry. Perhaps your lyrical abilities aren't as exceptional as you believe. Perhaps your choice of beats leaves much to be desired. Perhaps your personality lacks the essential charisma required to a massive, substantial fan base. First of all, I would be slain, Guy. I'm not trying to die, rather, I'm attempting to choose my battles. She would destroy me, but first, Camel Mackey, who is from the Soviet Union when Brooklyn was born. His grandmother gave him the nickname Papoo, which he carried with him throughout his life and career. However, the nickname does come with a catch. I have a new baby, so I have to focus and give that baby my undivided attention. When Papoose was a little child, a family friend came to visit and played a Big Daddy Kane tape. The music captivated Papoose, who couldn't resist the temptation when the family friend left the room. This was the beginning of Papoose's journey into the world of rap music. When questioned about the whereabouts of the Big Daddy Kane tape, Papoose acted as though he was helping to find it. He also stated, "Throughout my entire career, everyone has known what I stand for: independence." Now that he is in a position where he can directly assist other self-releasing artists on their journey toward independence, Papoose discreetly pocketed the tape. The appearance is mystical. His admirers have also commended him. I know what it's like to be in the studio or on the road pursuing your ambitions as an artist, and I'm delighted to help up-and-coming musicians make their aspirations a reality. One person wrote, "Papoose is definitely one of the GOATs." His main flaw was that he was rhyming too complexly during a period when hip-hop was becoming dumber. He was the last of a dying breed in an era of 808s, snaps, and simple lyrics with hooks that were chanted. When Nas declared that rap was dead, no one believed him, but he was correct. Boom bap was dead. In addition, as someone in his late 30s, I vividly recall Papoose appearing on many of my mixtapes during my college years. Although I love the lyrical content, he didn't provide much variation, particularly at a time when artists were increasingly attempting to stand out, spurred on by the stolen Big Daddy Kane tape. Although Papoose had great rap skills, his problems were mostly with his own label, where his career started. This is because both of us know what it's like to work hard and face challenges, so no one is better qualified to understand than someone who has been there and trained under Big Daddy Kane to hone his lyrical skills. Papoose diligently honed his talent on the streets by releasing mixtape after mixtape, song after song, and gradually gaining a small but devoted fan base among the street people. I spit suitable, grandma. I'm from dirty down the hill with the clicks. Get Merblock Lev clicks for turf. Papoose's first venture into the world of rap was made possible by a feature on the single Home Sweet Funeral Home from Kool G's Roots of Evil album. Despite spending a year in Rikers Island, Papoose's voyage was hindered in 2004. I requested for one joint from DJ K. Slay, who had a regular feature on local radio promoting unsigned artists in the hopes of giving them exposure, and he started sending me other joints. Wow, that's fantastic. I was like, wow, anxious to take advantage of this opportunity. Papoo began working on a song to submit to the radio station for Clay's program, but as the weeks went by, he became frustrated and driven by a burning desire for recognition. So he decided to personally deliver the track to Clay at the radio station in the hopes of leaving a lasting impression and securing his spot on the show. It wasn't difficult, but it took me some time to realize how beneficial it can be in some ways, like you just got to know how to use it. After Papoose took matters into his own hands, you had to physically sell CDs in order to be in the public. I did the same. I stood on a corner with CDs in a pack. He made the audacious decision to go back to the